What is going on? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build this Santa's Workshop Lodge. I might change the name may vary. There's not really too much to say other than I think it looks great and I love the A-frame shape of the build. The red and the grey contrast really nicely, but look, if you do think the build is good, then do not forget to smash a like, or even if you just enjoyed the video. Also, comment and let me know what you think below. If you do not use creator code TCB97 in that shop right now, then Santa will drop a TNT down your chimney. Oh dear. Well, let's get into it. Right, so if you're watching this after Christmas, I hope you had a good Christmas. If you're watching this at the time of me releasing it, I hope you have a good Christmas tomorrow. Santa brings you all the V-Bucks in the world. All right, now that's out of the way. So the first wall I put down was a 16. That other thin one on top is a temporary wall. So you want to just align your red barn wall with that. That'll allow it to clip on. It needs to be overhanging by 1. So there can be no mistakes made. Then put a window piece on top, and then the gables on top as well. And then again, same on the other side. You could use different pieces, but I'd recommend watching how I build it first and then make a decision if you want to use these barn pieces or not. All right, so you want to put these 8 wide wall pieces just so it's all nice and flush with the gables, and you still see the overhanging a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to do the 16 roof pieces. We're going to put 4 of them down in line. Then we're going to move down and get our temporary walls. So these will be destroyed later on. Just put those, just shift them over a little bit just so you know they're temporary. And then you want to get a 4 wide roof piece and line it up perfectly flush with the existing roof piece. It's important that it's flush, otherwise it won't line up later on. So then we're going to get a 16 wide roof pieces and snap them onto the bottom of the opposite one to the main one, if that makes any sense. And then just delete your temporary ones. Now this will line up for your next set of roofs. So then we want to put a 16 wide on top of both. Easy peasy. So once we've done that, we want to then snap on and just go the opposite way. Again, make sure it's perfectly in line. I think mine was slightly offline, but I changed it off camera. So keep it nice and bang on. That makes it much easier. Then I just add an extra little 4 wide just to give it that extra depth. You don't have to, you can make it longer or shorter, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to stick to 4. And then again, just finish it off with the gable pieces, and obviously do that for both. Right, then put whatever windows you want in. I just go for these ones because I think it's a nice contrast. Make sure it's flush, has to be flush, otherwise it'll be a problem. So then you want to get this corner piece and you want to move it so it's 2 in and 2 back. Okay, so if you look at the right hand side, you'll see. And then you should be able to fit a 16 and a 12 in between. That's how you know you've got it right. So I'm going to return round with a 12 and then a 4, and then we'll go to the other side and I'll show you again. So we're just going to tuck it in so it's nice and inset like that. And then again, a 16 and a 12. And then just to do another return as well, so it'll be another 16 and another 4. Right, get rid of that middle piece because that is going to be a door. So you want to put another 2 piece there, 2 by 2. And then what I'm going to do is get a 6 wide and I'm going to move it so it just touches. Now you'll notice it's off center, but there's a way around this, okay? So just get it to tuck nice like that. Get whatever door you want. I'm going to go for the castle one and put it in the middle. Now we've got a gap. So to cover this gap, because it's offset, there's no 1 wide stud piece, we're just going to put some sort of pillar detail, which will be carried on the rest of the build as well. So we're just going to put that there in line. Boom, easy peasy. Look at that, it's looking good. And then just get rid of your temporary wall pieces as they are no longer needed. So I'm destroying the roof piece just so I can show you how I've done it. So I've done 16, another 16, and a 10. No, sorry, and a 6, just to make it nice and in line. You don't have to do this, you can change it how you want, but I've just done this just to make sure that it's all perfectly lined up. So sorry if you have to delete some of your work. So yeah, now it's all perfectly flush at the back. Just check to make sure, and it'll make the rest of the build much easier. So then we're going to put a 6 wide wall piece in there just to cover that little gap, and on the other side, then get rid of this temporary piece that's no longer needed. Right, so this bit is a bit complicated. You can skip it if you want. Just put your 16 roof pieces down. Now I've missed this one here, because what I'm going to do is put an 8 there and move along, and this will be our chimney. So if you don't want to mess around with this, then don't. If you do, then go ahead and place a 8 wide floor piece, which will be the base support for your chimney. You cannot destroy this because it will fall down. Copy closely what I'm doing here. So I'm moving it so it's in, and then I'm making sure that it is in the furthest corner that it can get and still be green. So then I want to put down another 2 and then another 2 corner piece. Now it should line up fine. Just put another 4 in there and another 4 in there. And you should see there's a gap all the way around. So you want to get an item frame, put it in there, whack a torch in, and then just finish it off with the other corner piece. If it doesn't line up, you may have done something wrong because there's only a thin margin for error. But all right, so that's variation 1 complete if you want to leave it like that. But I wanted to make it a little bit bigger so you can see it more from the front. So I'm going to remove the wall piece, put another 8 wide roof piece there, put some half wall pieces down to match the corners. Again, you don't have to use these. If you don't have them, use whatever alternative you want. I was just grieved here. Look, she put down the walls before I could even do it. And again, what the hell? Right, so I put another torch when I can gain access to it. There we go. Just because it's a bit taller now, so it makes it easier. But it's looking good. So you want to just fill it up with your wall pieces. I'm not doing that. She's doing that. Put a grill bit on top. You don't have to. It's up to you. And then we'll do a 6x2 just to cover up the top and make it look a bit more finished. So from there, it looks way better. Oh, so many instructions. So now just make the rest of the roof piece line up. And then you're going to need to fill this gap. So what I've done is I've got the beachy beams and I'm just going to put them along just as closely matching the roof design as I can. You can use a different color if you want, but I think these work perfectly with it. Just going to go along and just place all of these down. Perfect. You would never even know. And then just slap one underneath as well, but again, you can't really tell. So then we're going to get another 16 and set it back 1 more. Just again, all the way along, make sure it's all perfectly in line, just so we know that we're in the right place. Right, so we're going to come to the back of the build now. We're going to put the gables on that side as well. If you've been following step by step, you should be in the same place as I am. You should have the exact same dimensions as I've got. And I'm just going to mirror the back to the front, so all the same sort of pieces. We're going to build our way down, and I'm going to put this wall piece, but this time it's not flush. It's hanging over just by 2 studs on that. And then I want to get my 6 wides again and just put them on just to give it that extra depth on the back, so it's still got that 3D look. And then just put your gables there. Again, if you want to make it longer, then you can. It's up to you. Do you know, I actually had to stop to take a break because I was talking so much. Getting out of breath. So if you have been following on, you should just have enough room for a 4 wide roof piece, so just put one of them in there. And again, use your windows that you used on the front as well to finish that little bit off. So now we're going to do the same trick that we've done on the front where you set it in a little bit. I just like the overhang look, and it allows me to add a trim later on, which you'll see at the end of the video. So again, just the same on that one. It's all very symmetrical and the same. And then you should have enough room for a 16 and a 12. Also, I didn't really clarify, I'm pretty sure I'm using the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man set pieces for the grey walls, and obviously the barn pieces for the top bit. So I'm going to return with a 4 piece and again a 4 piece there. Then I'm going to get another 2 and just put that just inset like so. And then again, just finish it off with those corner pieces in line with what you've already got. Then you're going to bring it back another step with the 2 wide blocks, and then you should have enough room to fit one of these in the middle. And then I'm going to get rid of them because they was more to line it up, and it seemed more efficient to put a 4 wide there. And there we go. And that is our rear door / window. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now this is the front. So this bit you're seeing now is the front right. And then we're just going to put our window, we're going to move it to the left by 4 studs and then just put a 2x4 piece in there. And then we're going to line these brick bits up with the 2x4. So again, I'll show you this a few times so you can get the hang of it. So we're going to put the 4 piece there and then just line these up just in front of it, like so, just to give it that more depth. And then again, another 2x4, perfectly symmetrical. Bring that in, and again next to it. So it's like that. So it should all be the same. Then this side, I'm going to put 2 windows down again. And then there should be enough room for another 2x4, and then another 2x4. You can use a 2x8 if you want. And then I'm just going to shape out the window a bit more by putting another pillar there. And to stop people walking in and out so you know it's a window, let's just put some fence pieces to cover that up. Right, so this is now the opposite side. We're going to do a 2x2 and then a 4x2, and then we're going to just do the same thing we've done with the pillars coming forwards. And then again, so this side is the back right now. We're just going to place down our 2x2 and our 2x4 and then our pillar as well. So this is the front left, we've got the window there, and then we're going to put another 2x4, and then again, the same thing with the pillars for the 1,000,000th time. And instead of having the windows, we're just going to fill it up with some walls. Just like that. It's looking good. So now this is the front left again. We're going to bring our 6x2. We're going to move it 2 to the right and then 1 back. And then we're just going to follow along all the way around with a 16, a 12, and an 8. And then as we loop around the front, we're going to do a 16 and another 8. So I'll show you this again. So we're going to do 2 spaces to the left and then 1 space back. Place our 2x6 there. Come around to the front, and then we're going to do a 16, a 12, and an 8. And then again, on this side, it should be 16 and an 8. And there we go. Now this bit, we're going to set it forwards or as far back as we can get it. We're just going to fill it in. So it should be, I think, 2 12s. I'm not sure entirely what I put, but that sounds about right. And then this is the back. So again, to the left by 2, back. And then this side, the same. And just patch it all in. And the last time, 2 spaces, 1 spaces, 2 spaces, 1 space, and then fill it in like so. Right, so now we're going to do the roof. So on these roof ones, I've just done the normal, I don't even know what you call it, but the top edge, I've just done the normal one. And then on the center, I'm going to add the actual acres ridge. So it's got that overhanging bit at the front. I'm going to put that down at the front and the back, just so it has some sort of difference between the side two. It makes it stand out a little bit more. And then just a normal 4-piece in there. And again, on the other side, just do the standard pieces all the way through to the back. And that is it. That is the exterior of it done. You can fill the inside however you want. I will do a showcase now and I will show you how I've done mine. You would even say, holy. Right. So as we venture up to the North Pole, we are greeted by this little Santa's workshop / lodge. Whatever I decide to title it, okay? So we're going to fly around the outside and I'll explain what is going on, because we've had Steez and Scribble and the Modernist both help decorate this. So the front here, I decided it looked best without windows. The least windows, the better. Oh, why is the door open? Let's just sort that out. As we come around here, actually no, let's go the other side. So here, I decided that I wanted these little windows with pillars either side. But I decided as well to have pillars either side of this big open window here. Nice and cozy. We'll come back to the garden. And then this side, I thought it'd be nice to have something different, and Steezy also suggested just to not have windows here, or the Modernist, someone suggested it's better for you to have like wall decorations and stuff. If there's a window, then you can't. So yeah, let's just go have a look at the back. Obviously the depth isn't as much on the back, but personally I love the A-frame build. I just think it looks great, the different heights. And the fireplace turned out so well. I mean, it took multiple attempts. So now, if we just walk across the cobblestones, and we also have lights either side. I could put some plants and stuff here, but I'll leave it for now. So the Modernist and Steezy was both doing their thing in here. Can't remember exactly who done what. Bottom floor is pretty much all decked out. So we've got our entrance to the garden. Let's quickly, we'll go to that last. Okay. So we've got this custom fireplace, which goes all the way up and through the roof. That is what I think the Modernist and Steezy both worked on, whilst I was working hard doing God knows what. What I've done over here, this is where the presents and stuff are made. And this is where you wrap the gifts, or the elves, whoever. And this is again where they make the textiles, like jumpers and things like that. And this is where they chop up the timber for the nice toys and, you know, whatever, because all Santa's toys are made of wood, apparently. All right, so then, once we walk over here, we've got a jukebox and a guitar. We've got this nice little Winterfest seating area with some books, of course. And then, as we come over hither, the elves love sugar. There's nothing that gets them going more than a can of soda pop. So that's why we've got loads of ice cream and ice lollies and cans and also coffees for the ones who are doing the old 24-hour shift. So yeah, there's a little kitchen area. Again, more pizza, more sugar. That's what we want. And yeah, it's just a very simple one. It's a tomato temple kitchen set because that's the only one that's sort of red. And you can actually wash your hands with these cute little frogs. So there you go. 3 little elves can sit down and eat some food. There's a nice little lamp there. So that is it for the kitchen area. The shelving area, we've got some random lights scattered about as well, which add to the ambiance. Of course, we've got the fire pit, which is amazing. You can't really see that they're gold, but they are gold. Plant pots, custom plant pots. I stole that idea from the Modernist. I love the gold railing as well, but we will head upstairs last. So we come over here, we've got the garden. We've got some tapestry outside drying off, you know, in the freezing cold. We've got Santa's reindeer huts. Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that till just now. His little reindeer huts. And yeah, we've got some little... So that is a chillberry, of course, because it's the Frothlands. And this is a clomberry, because actually Santa doesn't make his own presents. What he does is he goes to the Clombo and he just gets it all from him, basically. He just gives him a bunch of berries and just takes all of the presents and distributes it that way. Okay, so if we go upstairs, we've got the nice gold railing. And... nobody could be bothered to decorate up here, so it's empty, pretty much. But you can imagine there'd probably be beds and stuff, maybe a bathroom. But I love how the roof is still open on the inside and the chimney goes all the way up. It's a really nice feature. And yeah, there's some more clothes here because this is the only place where a decorator can be bothered to do anything else. So yeah, this is where the elves and that would make all of their clothes on the spinning wheel and, you know, more tapestry stuff inside. So yeah. That is pretty much it for the interior. Again, shout out to Steez and Scribble and the Modernist. Thank you guys both for helping me. And yeah, I think it looks great. Anything else I was going to say? I don't think so. Oh yeah, have a good Christmas and I'll catch you in the next one.